The local food movement has made its way into our region's newest, greenest full-service hotel, the Fairmont Pittsburgh. Not only is Habitat, the hotel restaurant, buying produce from local farms, they're even buying local beef and butchering it on the premises. Andrew Morrison is executive chef at the Fairmont Pittsburgh, and welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to Pittsburgh.
Thank you very much.
Been here, what, about 18 months now?
Been here a little over 18 months, yes. Joined the hotel pre-opening to help get everything organized and set up the food and beverage operations in the hotel. And yeah, we've just celebrated our 12-month anniversary of being open. The hotel's doing really well, being well received, and continues to grow.
Well, and as I mentioned in the intro, it's a green hotel, LEED certified. I guess certainly one of the greenest hotels here in the region. I think one of the greenest in the Fairmont chain across the country. How did that influence your decision about how you wanted to run the food and beverage service too?
It did very much. I mean, as you mentioned, the hotel is a LEED certified building. The building, from the design process, started off with the concept in mind of being a LEED certified building and being an organic green building. There's all sorts of things within the infrastructure of the building that support, obviously, the LEED certification. And so when I joined the hotel and came on board to start developing the F&B concept for the Fairmont, it made sense for me to look at, or rather not to do things that were going to be out of that concept. So all the glass in the hotel is made locally. Most of the products in the hotel, the infrastructure, actually the building is made locally by local craftsmen and the like. So it made sense for us in the food and beverage department to continue that theme and try to work with local farmers, local producers, and source products from them to support that concept. Kind of
at a time when this whole local food phenomenon seems to be sweeping the restaurant industry across the country.
Sure, yeah, it was definitely in keeping with local market trends as well, so that definitely played into that decision.
So how do you begin to go about that? Is it a challenge to be able to source everything you need to be able to run the kind of operation you're running?
Surprisingly, not so much in this part of the country, actually. There are an enormous amount of farms in this area within 100 miles of the hotel that we can get a huge plethora of products from all sorts of ingredients, not only the obvious root vegetables and things that are obviously easier to harvest in the winters, but there are local dairy farmers, cheese makers, beef producers, chicken farmers, eggs. There's just a wealth of local product available to us. And obviously, Fairmont being a luxury hotel, quality is always paramount in our minds. And so being local is great, but it also has to be of a superior quality. The quality of the product always has to be top notch. And I've been very fortunate that the people that I've met and the products that we've been able to source locally are not only have the benefit of being local and part of the organic food movement, but they're also of a really, really fine quality.
We heard in our first segment about the efforts to sort of make the market work more efficiently. How do you find the suppliers? How do they find you? I mean, do you travel around to farms or whatever? Or how do you get in front of folks or get them in front of you so you can decide what to use?
Yeah, well, initially it was going to farmers markets and reaching out to farmers. Obviously the internet is a huge resource nowadays because you can find all sorts of people through that. Then there's other organizations like PASA, which is a local organization that helps you help me get in touch with some farmers. And then there's a lot of word of mouth. Once you meet one farmer, his neighbor might, you may meet a farmer who's doing eggs and his next door neighbor's doing apples, and that sort of thing starts to evolve too. So initially it was a little bit more difficult, but over the course of the last year it sort of snowballed, and now I have an endless supply of people to buy product from.
Really cool. As a guy who knows food, what's your most delightful discovery as you started to really look for potential suppliers?
As far as ingredients?
I guess ingredients, the kind of whether it's a pre-made a cheese or something you were able to source that perhaps was unexpected, or just thinking, hey, that was really a gem that I was able to bring to the table.
I mean, there are so many. I don't think it would be fair to me to pick out one particular ingredient, but I will say that overall the produce that I get from the local farms has just been amazing. The herbs are so bright and fresh and flavorful. I mean, as a chef, obviously I've eaten parsley for years, but when I get my organic parsley delivered, it's more green, it's more flavorful. It's like parsley times 10. It's an intense, vibrant flavor that's almost surprise when you taste it. It's like you didn't realize parsley could be as powerful as that. And that's true of almost all the herbs that I get, and the lettuces. I get fantastic lettuces, apples, beef, eggs, chickens. The list goes on, and they're all really, really fine quality ingredients.
Well, only a few seconds left, but it sounds like you're really having a blast finding out, putting all this to work and being creative with it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a joy to have such wonderful products on the doorstep, and then the fact that the type of cooking we're doing in the hotel is being so well received that I have an audience and a market for it, that we can really showcase these products. It's really working out very well for us. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well, very exciting. Congratulations on the first year's success at the Fairmont Pittsburgh. Andrew Morrison.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Next up, giving a voice to young people globally with One Young World. Stay with us.